everyone, it's Meredith, better known around the internet as mereofalltrades, and today I have a Dollar Tree haul to share with you. I went to my local Dollar Tree and I got quite a few things, some stuff for the house, some just interesting things that I need for side projects I have going on, and then also recently our family bought a pop-up camper, a well-used pop-up camper, and so we are trying to just get all of the things that we would need to take camping with us, to be able to keep it in the pop-up camper so that hopefully we can just fly by the seat of our pants because everything is already ready for us. So I'm going to show you what I got. Lipstick of the day today is from NARS. This one is in the shade Bad Girl. It is their Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. I really like these ones. This is the shade that it is. I got a question asking if I ever wear nude lipsticks and play up my eyes a little bit more, so I did that for you today. The answer, of course, to that question is why, yes, of course I own nude lipsticks. I just tend to gravitate toward the brighter ones more often. So let's do this. All right, so first things first. We have some Kleenex. Now these Kleenexes just happen to have some really lovely Frozen 2 characters on them, so I got this to go in my daughter's room. So definitely not camper related, but something that we will use. Next up, I did get this little napkin holder. I'm actually not going to use it for napkins. I'm going to slide it into one of our cabinets so that I can store our baking sheets and our cutting boards vertically so that they take up less space, because if you have ever been in a pop-up camper, you know that space is definitely a limited commodity, so thought that would work out well, so I will let you know if that works out in the future. And then next up, I got 2 of these little solar outdoor lanterns, lights, whatever you want to call them. They come with the little spikes so you can just poke them into the ground. So I thought these would be good to stick just outside of our camper so that if it is really dark outside and we're trying to find our way back from the bathroom, for instance, we'll be able to see where we are going. So I thought those would come in handy, and for $1 I figured we could give them a try, and you know, when we're done we can stick them in our front garden near our pathway to the house. Next up, I got some tongs. Now, if you have been following my channel quite a bit and really paying attention and reading between the lines, you might know that I am in the process of starting a candle and home bath and body type product line of my own, and so the wax that I use is extremely sticky and messy and kind of gets everywhere, so I did grab a pair of tongs just to be able to grab the wax and put it in, measure it out in the pot that I used to melt the wax. So I thought that this would be really handy and keep my hands a whole lot cleaner so I'm not sliming up all of my nice pretty jars. So I grabbed 1 pair for that, and then I also grabbed a second pair of tongs, and this is actually going to go in the camper to be able to pull things off of the grill or the campfire or whatever the case may be. So got 2 of those. Now, when you're in the camper, I don't know about you, but I don't really want to have to do a ton of dishes. So I got these paper plate holders so that we can use paper plates. My 3-year-old just realized I was filming and I had to pay for silence and peanut butter M&Ms. Anyways, back to these paper plate holders. They're paper plate holders in case you hadn't figured that out yet. And so I want to be able to just use paper plates sometimes so we're not always having to do dishes, and then we can just burn the paper plates over the bonfire. But with little kids, mess, all that stuff, these will just reinforce the paper plates, and then they're reusable and easy to, you know, not have to clean. Next up, I did get some of these plastic measuring cups. Now these are actually for cold process soap making, because sometimes you want to mix different colors up, and so you need to be able to pour your soap batter into multiple different tubs to create all the swirls and designs and pretty things. I know multiple soap makers have said these ones tend to work really well, and of course because you are working with chemical reaction, you have to be careful what types of plastic you purchase. So I grabbed these for that purpose. Plus they have those nice pouring spouts, so you're able to pour your designs and it looks all pretty. Alright, next up I grabbed some of the French vanilla coffee creamer. Now this is the shelf stable, you don't have to refrigerate it until you open it kind, so you know, maybe not the best, let's be honest, but This way we can save a little cooler space until the next morning when I need my cup of coffee and cannot live without some creamer. Because I don't know about you, but I can't drink it black. I've tried, and it just, ugh, too bitter for me. I know, I'm way uncool. Next up, I got a plastic pitcher. I know, really weird and kind of random and boring. I actually got this to make cold brew coffee. I had a question recently about how to make cold brew coffee, and I actually used to be a barista. I don't know if you guys know that or not. I worked at a bakery for about a year when I was first a couple years into our marriage, and that was my second job. Anyways, I digress. I worked as a barista at a bakery, and so I'm going to show you guys how to make cold process coffee, or cold brew coffee. Now I'm confusing soap with coffee. Oh boy. But I didn't have a pitcher because unfortunately the pitcher I did have was lost to the great facial waxing disaster of, I don't know, like 2020 or whatever. I have a waxing pot because I also used to be a hairstylist, and so I do my own facial waxing as well as my mother-in-law's facial waxing, and she was being very kind and wanted to help me put away the wax pot, and it got all over my kitchen, and I do mean all over my kitchen. So hot facial wax on the floors, the cabinets, the sink, the dishes. It was a mess. And the pitcher that I used to have bore a lot of the brunt of the wax, and so we tossed it. I know, super wasteful, but it was a mess. Anyways, I digress. So I'm going to share a cold brew coffee recipe with you at some point in the future. Stay tuned for that. Okay, so I did get some of the cheapy shower sandals for my boys, just in case they do need to take a shower at the campground, or we need to, we're going to the beach and I just want, flip-flops that if they get sandy and disgusting, it will not be an issue. So I grabbed 2 pairs, but one of my sons actually already took the tags off his and wore them. So they had these army green ones, and then they had a black, white, and gray army print, which is what my oldest son chose for his. So the green ones will be for my 9-year-old. And then I also grabbed a pair for me to either just keep in the camper all the time, and or like we have a longer driveway, so if I just want to like run to the mailbox or whatever, I have some sandals to just keep by the front door, slip on, and skedaddle out the door. Next, I got just a little 4-pack of these oats and honey crunchy Nature Valley granola bars. I just thought these would be great to like throw in the backpack for hiking, and just pack in our food bag when we also go camping. I'm hoping to do some state parks and whatnot when we do that. There's my receipt. I think I spent a ridiculous amount, like $57. Next up, I did get a little shower caddy for showering and whatnot. And I honestly might grab another 1 or 2 of these simply because I think it would be great to actually be able to put like all your condiments and like your pack of hot dogs and your roasting sticks in, so you can bring it in and out of the camper to the campfire and back and forth and all that stuff. So I might grab another one of these when I go looking for another one of these. So these are the car sunshades, but what I've actually seen in like some videos here on YouTube for like camper tips and tricks and hacks is to actually put a sunshade in where the windows are in your camper during the day to help block out some of the sunlight to keep it cooler, which I thought was a great idea. And so when I saw that they had these car sunshades for super duper cheap, I thought I would pick them up. There was only one at my local store, so I will definitely be trying to go to 1 or 2 of the other stores in my area and hopefully be able to snag a few more of these so that I have, can cover more of the windows in the camper. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyways, grabbed one of these. Super happy with that find, because I know you can spend like hundreds of dollars on them if you buy them from the manufacturers and whatnot. I also grabbed just a cute little puzzle. My 3-year-old has been doing pretty well with 24-piece puzzles lately, and so I thought this would be a cute one for her to do, so we can either keep it in the camper for her to do as like a rainy day activity and keep her occupied, or just here at home as well. And to be honest, we've already broken it open and she's already done the puzzle with a little help from Mom. I did also get another puzzle, and I realized after I grabbed it that it's actually a 48-piece puzzle, so I might put this in my little bin of birthday gift items that I keep on hand, because I don't know about you, but I've been invited to kids' birthday parties last minute. I know I've mentioned this before, so I just keep kids' birthday cards, gift cards, and presents on hand. So this one has got Cinderella. There she is adjusting her shoe, you know, even though we know she's going to lose it later. Spoilers. And so yeah, anyways, I just thought this was cute. It's 6 and up. I did not notice that in the store, but I have a niece who I believe is turning 6 this year, so I might add this as part of her gift instead. I did grab some cereals, the Fruit Loops and the Cheerios, because this is great. My kids can each have one bowl of cereal when we go in the camper, and I don't have to bring a whole big box, and we can have something different each morning. Like some mornings I'll probably make eggs or whatever, but like the last day when we're gonna head home, these will be great, because yeah, each kid gets one bowl and then you're done. You don't have to worry about carting it home. So I thought those were perfect. I did get a couple of oven mitts to keep in the camper, to pull things off of the bonfire, that kind of thing, without scorching your hands. So I thought those would come in handy, and or if I happen to be using a cast iron skillet or whatever, I won't have to worry about it. So I grabbed 2 of those. I did also get a wooden spoon for cooking in the camper, and a few spatulas. One of these is probably going to go in the camper, and the other one is actually going to be used for scraping out all of my soap making containers, because obviously I don't want to be using kitchen supplies for my soaping supplies and vice versa. They need to stay separate. I grabbed a pair of kitchen scissors from the Betty Crocker line at Dollar Tree to keep in the camper. I also got a knife, and I liked that this one had a cover on it so that, you know, when it's bumping around, sliding around in the drawer in the camper as we're going down the road, it's not going to dull the knife. And if any child happens to stick their hand into a drawer to get something, they will not cut their hands. Or grown-ups too, for that matter. So, safety first, right? I did grab this 3-pack of kids' toothbrushes. I thought it would be nice to keep toiletries in the camper, simply because, I don't know about you, but there is always some last-minute darn thing that you forget when you're going on vacation. So I figured this is just a good backup plan. Now, these are individually perforated. I don't know if that's coming across there. I think you can see it on camera. So each of these is individually perforated. So if worst comes to worst and someone loses or forgets or whatever their toothbrush, maybe they leave it at the last campground we stayed at, we're covered. Next up, I did get 3 of these little dividers. They're all the same size, obviously, since they're stacked in each other. But I grabbed these to go ahead and organize the drawer, you know, knives, forks, spoons, or even, you know, just different cutlery and, you know, like, ta-da, in case you couldn't figure out what it was for. There, look, it fits. So, happy about those. I did grab a secondary napkin holder, again, to help organize things upright in the cabinet. So I thought I could put those right next to each other, possibly even use like a zip tie to hold them together, so that they stay and hopefully don't slide around too much. I grabbed matches, obviously starting bonfires and the like. It's always good to have them there in case you forget your lighter or whatever. I also grabbed some of these baskets. I thought these would be perfect for any time we do, like, you know, skewers, like kebabs on the grill or on the fire, or even just like when you're doing like little pudgy pies, that kind of thing. You can literally just, I can stick a piece of like parchment paper in here and the kids can eat, and then we just throw it away. It'll be nice and easy. Hot dogs, anything else you can think of that's similarly shaped, won't make too big of a mess. I thought these would be perfect. So definitely let me know if you guys have any camper tips, tricks, hacks. Definitely leave them in the comments. I did get these hot pads for sticking anything hot on, obviously. These ones say wake up and smell the coffee, which is right up my alley. I thought they were kind of cute. So I grabbed those. They do come in a 2-pack. I got a small cutting board. I'm mostly going to be pre-chopping as much as possible before we leave on camping trips, because I don't know about you, but again, just make it easy, right? You know? But I did think having just at least a small one in the camper, because you just never know, it was a good idea. So, grabbed that. I also grabbed some of these jumbo plastic clothespins. Now, these things are pretty huge, but I actually got these to clip our, we have like a vinyl tablecloth, so if the picnic table at the campground is kind of, we can simply put our own tablecloth on there, and then we can clip these to the table or clip our towels onto a clothesline or whatever we need, and we just have those. I think that will come in really handy. I did also get a little bit of clothesline, again, for hanging out like towels and that kind of stuff, swimsuits, the like, just in case. I grabbed a small bottle of dish soap. Now this is antibacterial, So you can use it as dish soap or as antibacterial hand soap. So I thought this would just be perfect to keep in the camper. And I did actually also think that this would work well to stick by the little mini sink that we have in the camper. You could put your sponge, your dish soap, your hand soap, your little scrubby brush, whatever, all in the basket, and that would work well too. And then I grabbed a whole bunch of these little snap glow bracelets. My kids love these. Again, when it's dark and you're at a campsite, you want to be able to see where your kids are. These are handy. And or mom could put one on and then the kids can find mom as well. And then I did grab another puzzle. Again, this one was a 48 piece, which I didn't realize. So I think I'm going to give this to my niece along with something else. And then I did grab a few different little books. This one is alphabet, so this is for like pre-K. My daughter is 3, and while she's not going to go to preschool this fall most likely, I do think I want to try and work with her a little bit on her letters and her numbers, that kind of thing, so that she's ready when she does go to preschool, and then that will just really be more reinforcement of hopefully what she has already learned. I grabbed a coloring book to keep in the camper because I want her to be able to be entertained again, so just like the puzzles. And then I got a storybook that we don't have, and I thought this would also be perfect to take in the camper. It'll be something new and exciting, and she likes kitties, so I thought she would like Aristocats from Disney. And then the last thing, got my own reusable bag. I always try to remember to bring them. Are you guys good about that? I go in phases where I'm good about it and not good about it. And then the last thing I got was a bunch of birthday cards because after the last year and a half or so of pandemic birthdays where you're pretty much just dropping off a gift on the child's front door with a card, I was just about out of cards. So while I was in the store, I decided to go through and just buy a bunch of birthday cards. My boys are getting a little bit older, so I tried to find the more like preteen, teenager, boys themed cards. And some of my nieces are getting to be a little bit older as well. So I wanted a stock of different birthday cards that I can pull out whenever I need. So this one has a robot on it. This one has got a dog playing the guitar, just that kind of stuff. So hopefully, oh, here we go. Here's a cute little cupcake on a cake stand. I thought that was adorable. So anyways, got a bunch of birthday cards. You get the idea. So I just love having these on hand. I like having adult birthday cards on hand as well. It's just nice if you're thinking about someone that you already have the card that you can send off to them, and it just makes it nice and easy. All right, guys. So that, is everything that I got at Dollar Tree. Definitely let me know what are your favorite Dollar Tree finds. Leave them in the comments below. Any camper tips, tricks, and hacks, I would love to know them, whether you're tent camping or pop-up camper camping. Leave them in the comments. Until next time, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And you know, I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.